Welcome, folks, to a journey through the heart of soul music. Mr. Burt Burns, the man behind some of the most iconic songs of all time. Piece of My Heart, The Burt Burns Story, is a jukebox musical with a book by Daniel Goldfarb and music and lyrics by Burt Burns. Now, based on the life and music of songwriter and record producer Mr. Burt Burns, the musical follows the journey of Burns's daughter, Jessie, as she discovers her father's life and legacy through his own music. It's basically a poignant exploration of a talented man who left an indelible mark on the music industry. Burt Burns is a vastly influential figure in the history of American music, yet his extraordinary impact went widely unknown, with Rolling Stone calling Burns one of the great untold stories of rock and roll. Burt is responsible for some of the most enduring classics of 60s pop and R&B, and has been credited with bringing Latin rhythms into rock and roll with the creation of New York uptown soul. Now, Burns died in 1967 at the young age of 38 due to a rheumatic heart condition. But his children, Brett Burns and Cassandra Burns, conceived of the musical as part of a concerted effort to champion his legacy. With his autobiographical body of work and dramatic life story, the musical's creators used Burns's canon to tell his story through his own songs. Now, it's important to know that Piece of My Heart follows the story of Burns's rise in the music business and his daughter's search for the father she never knew. Burns died from heart failure when his daughter was an infant, and she comes to know him through his music over the course of the show. Now, early development began in 2008 at New York Theater Workshop in the East Village of Manhattan, where a number of readings took place over the next 2 years. The musical received a month-long workshop production at New York Stage and Film's Vassar College during the summer of 2011. The cast at Vassar College starred Jersey Boys star Jared Spector, Come From Away's Jen Colella, Hairspray's Linda Hart, and Passing Strange's Deidre Aziza. Piece of My Heart first debuted off-Broadway on the Irene Diamond stage at the Pershing Square Signature Theater Center during the summer of 2014. The production received a positive review from the New York Times, and the limited run was extended by popular demand. The cast starred Zach Resnick as Burt Burns, alongside musical theater actresses Linda Hart and Deidre Aziza, Tony-nominated musical theater actor Leslie Kritzer, stage, film, and television actor Joseph Saravo, an original star of Ain't Too Proud, The Life and Times of the Temptations, Mr. Derek Baskin. Laura Colin Hughes, in her review for the New York Times, wrote, "Filling that gap in our rock and roll awareness is the mission behind the gorgeously tuneful new jukebox musical entitled Piece of My Heart, The Burt Burns Story." And if your first response to that title is, Burt who? Well, that's exactly the point. When Burt Burns died at 38 in 1967, he left a voluminous catalog, and Piece of My Heart taps it expertly. Twist and Shout, I Want Candy, Hang On Sloopy, and Everybody Needs Somebody to Love are among the many familiar songs that the show's stellar singers and splendid 8-piece orchestra may lodge in your brain. And so, folks, our very short-lived journey through the life and music of Burt Burns comes to a short end. Remember, folks, that music, like I've said before, has the power to move souls and change lives forever.